morning. So this morning, was kind of dealing with the knowledge of God. It was kind of a reminder for me that so often especially lately, I've been kind of scrambling and alternating between being at peace or just feeling in total despair and anger and frustration and darkness. And it was funny because the devotion this morning kind of reiterated that. They were like, that's how it is. That you're either walking in obedience to Him, at which point you're walking in the light, completely in the light, and all things are open to you, or you're doing I got it, and then you're back in darkness and doubt, and you're taking up your own burdens again. And that has definitely been true in my life over the past couple of days, and that I'm either serene and surrendered or trying to grapple and make sense and back in anxiety to some degree. I know my gig is to build something. I still don't know what exactly. Build something for God on this earth. I've been trying to live in His love and in His glory and in gratitude to His love and His salvation. And I've been doing okay, back and forth job on that one. And so now I'm trying to, again, look for that greater duty and honestly just stay in remembrance of the joy and walking in that surrender and knowing that a lot of the stuff I need to do or am like looking for guidance on, I kind of already know. And there's a really cool line at the end of my devotion said, "The tiniest fragments of obedience, and heaven opens, and the profoundest truths of God are yours straight away. God will never reveal what you know already. Beware of becoming wise and prudent, because wisdom of this earth ultimately will pass away. It will kind of lead you, I think, to similar places sometimes, but enough off the track that it's like, oh, good, I feel like I've gotten somewhere, and really you've kind of gotten nowhere, because you've really only gotten there by your own understanding. So really all you've done is reach the limits of yourself, when I truly believe we are created for such greater things than even our own sometimes magnificent or impressive limits. And I would like to read this because this goes along with it, and I'll read past the little thing that I read today just because the end of it was really good, and I've been really working at it, and I advise all to do the same because it's dang helpful when you truly are giving over. At that time, Jesus answered and said, I thank you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and the prudent, and have revealed them to babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in your sight. All things have been delivered to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and the one to whom the Son wills to reveal him. Come to me, all you who are labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. So if you're feeling burdened, and again, I read this, I think, a couple days ago, maybe even yesterday, but I'm really trying to focus on it, because I know I'm doing it over and over again, and I know it already, so I can't keep going, Lord, what am I supposed to do here? He's like, nah, I told you. But take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. I mean, how often, by not being gentle and not being lowly in heart, have I added so many more burdens to myself? Sometimes daily. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So today, once again, just trying to do it. And sometimes it's kind of is an all or nothing thing. Either I've given it over or I haven't. It's not incremental. It's not like, here, take a little bit, now take a little bit more, and take a little bit more. Give it over, or don't, you can't, or you're not giving it over. Let it go, or you're still holding on to it. And I want His burden. I would much prefer His burden. And any slings and arrows and anxieties that come from trying to bear out His burden are righteous ones. And at least I have Him on my side. Whereas a lot of times when I'm just trying to yank around my own burdens, he's still like, give it over. And if I don't, I'm just stuck in anxiousness and anxiety. And man, let it go. Let it go, man. How hard is that? Release your fingers. Spiritually.